What's up and welcome back to the channel, mi gente. Good morning to you wherever you're at. Check it out. We are back out here in the sweet, beautiful collection of ours that so happen to love. Um, Anyways, long story short, I don't want to keep you for too long today, but we have a cool little treat for you. Hopefully, if you are interested in sticking around, if not, I get it. Today we have I know there's no name on it. What is it? This is a Carrie mango. Now, a lot of you may look at it and go, look, it's thin. What happened to it? Well, it has the shape of it. This one just happened to be a little bit thinner than the others. They do plump up, but this one's the one that's ripe now. So I wanted to go ahead and cut it with you, taste it with you, talk about it. And she's right here, folks, the one that actually created it. So don't say nothing bad. I won't say anything bad. She will slap me in the back of the head. But no, thank you. She is in a pot, just to let you know. I'm not lying. She's in a pot, in a container, 25 gallons, right? So hang on here. Let's see if we can't get you situated. So, um, smells amazing. If you know, you know. Carrie mango is what we tell people. This is the #1 sold mango here in the state. West Indian flavors, absolutely no fibers. If you don't like the fibrous mangoes, this is a heck of a fruit to go ahead and consume or to try, because this will change your outlook on mangoes in general. A lot of people have never had one from, a backyard or anything like that. No spray, right? This is straight up from a pot. This little tree gave us about 15 or so. I didn't count. I don't count all of my mangoes or trees, folks. We got stuff to do, man. We ain't got time. Anyways, this one gave us a dozen to 15 of them. And this is one of them. No, again, no spray. I barely fertilize, and we can discuss if that was a good idea or a bad idea. Trying to see if there's any juice coming. A lot of people would disagree with how I'm cutting this because it is a carry and therefore what will come out of it. But hey, we're going to try it. Maybe went too thin. Oh. How about something like that? Lots of juice. She's dripping. Excellent mango, folks, if you haven't tried Carrie. This is a gateway for a lot of people. I would say this was our first mango that was grown at the other property, at the other house. This was one of the trees that was planted out front, and that little tree was kept small, I would say under 15 feet, and produced lots of delicious mangoes that really jump-started this whole entire train. That was before the Maria, or while the Maria mango was growing. But let me go ahead and taste it, and we'll talk about it. We'll also test it to see how sweet she really is. Again, no fibers on here whatsoever. Melts in your mouth. I mean, does peel, but really, folks, I enjoy to eat the skin with the fruit. You do you. That's where all the flavor is. If you're not allergic to it and you can go ahead and eat it, but in considering how mature this fruit is, how ripe this fruit is, I'll cut another piece so you can see further into the fruit, but hang on. Considering how ripe this fruit is, it should be a little bit sweeter. Now, we will test it to find out how sweet she really is. And it's a ripe fruit. The only fiber maybe right along the seed there, but amazing West Indian flavor. And this fruit, let me cut a small piece of this. Hang on, folks. Let me cut a piece of a piece while we get shredded by mosquitoes. You gotta love this game, folks. Get bit up by mosquitoes and no-see-ums for the greatest fruit that you haven't had. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put a little piece inside of a cheesecloth over here. And we're going to test it with this Brix meter, find out what the percentage of sugar is. Now, I've had a few of these this year, and I think I know what the number may be. I've already zeroed it out. All right, so I don't think I'm cheating, right? I didn't sprinkle any powdered sugar or anything in there. All right, and these are pretty cheap, like 50 bucks and under on Amazon. Test them out, experiment with your fruit at home, and find out if you got a sweeter Carrie than I do. Squeeze a little bit in there. I know I'm not showing you. With the cheesecloth, it keeps all of the fibers away, keeps all the seeds, if there are any, whatnot, away from there. Anyways, let me start her up. I'll show you what we're working with. 13.5. All right, well, hang on here. Let's test it. 13.5. Take a sip. No, yep, that's 13.5 there. This is the highest sugar. Hang on. Drop down a hair. This is the highest amount of sugar that this tree has given us. Prior to this fruit was right around the 12%. And why? Right? One, she's in a container, right? So I kind of am dwarfing her, keeping her small. This isn't her. This isn't an old tree, so she's just now getting working, right? She's now getting the juices flowing. You want a piece, Kiwi? I don't know if Kiwi will eat mango. I don't think so. But you know what? Carrie's not the one we're gonna try. Anyway. Oh, this one doesn't have that amount of rich notes like that spice that the other ones did. So maybe the maturity of it does have something to do with it. The others had more of that pronounced spice notes. And here's what I'm thinking. Did I water it down by keeping this thing alive in a container by watering as much as I did? There is that. I don't know. Here's where testing all of these fruits as you grow them has a lot to do with it, because every variety is different based on the amount of sun that you give it, and also how much you're giving them water. I thought, hey, I need to give them water in a container, so I will add a little bit more. Well, when they're hanging on the fruit, should you cut it back even more than what you think? Because it's still raining out here, but I try to go ahead and give them some water on the daily, even if it's a little quick drink. You know, I give them a little bit, but even so, does it affect the fruit? Some will say it's a little bit washed, but it's still a backyard mango, right? It's still a fruit that was grown here without any sort of junk, right? And I know I can eat this with confidence, eat the skin. Amazing. You can grow it in a greenhouse, keep it in a container. You can grow this amazing fruit that is very tough to find, right? But is it for everybody? Yes, in a certain way. If you want to push the zone and you can do this, by all means. There's a fruit in your area that you can go ahead and grow if you have a little greenhouse. Figure it out, whether it's a jabo in a pot or whatnot. Figure it out. There's some amazing fruits all around you. You just got to figure them out. But anyways, here, Carrie mango. I will go ahead and try to dial down the water for future reference. But this is how we find out. Finding out how sweet they really are. And then adjusting, right? Because, all right, you finally got the fruit tree. You got the fruit hanging on there. Can you make that fruit as concentrated a flavor as possible? That's up to you, right? But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit about this potted Carrie. Now, did all of the fruits turn out to be exactly like that? No, I just noticed that they weren't very sweet, right? This one was a little bit flatter as far as the shape goes. I'm not, talking junk about her. She's still a beautiful tree. We'll continue to grow her in a container. I just will give her some more compost tea. We'll pump her right back up, get her some more vitamins this year. And hang tight. She's a young tree. Next year, she will be much bigger. hopefully much better. And there's that. All right, folks, till next time, grow some in the containers if you can, adjust your watering, feed accordingly, do all the stuff that you know you have to do. Anyways, gotta go, folks. Till next time, grow some mangoes. Love you.